Welcome to Sri Chaitanya. This is Umashankar All India IIT coordinator. Welcome to JEE Max. Welcome to season number 2 of JEE Max. In season number 2, we are completely concentrating on a particular chapter which is very, very important for both the JEE mains and advanced of the complex numbers. One, we are concentrating, and in complex numbers, through these lessons, we are completely concentrating the De Moivre's theorem, which is the last part of the complex number. And my friends, please don't forget to check the description there. I'm providing all links of the previous lessons also, and apart from that, some of the assignments also for you, for your benefit. And my friends, from lesson number 43 onwards, we are concentrating the problems of integrated icon integrated textbook. And this is exercise 5.1 from icon integrated textbook. Now, through this lesson, we are solving the problems, problem number 4 and 5. Now, coming to problem number 4. Okay, if x is equal to cis alpha, y is equal to cis beta, then first problem. What is first problem? X power 4 y cube plus 1 by x power 4 y cube. So what is x power 4 y cube? That is cis power 4 alpha. That is cis 4 alpha into what is y cube? Cis beta whole cube. That is cis 3 beta. The same reciprocal is there in the denominator, plus 1 by cis 4 alpha into cis 3 beta. This is nothing but cis 4 alpha plus 3 beta. This is cis of minus of 4 alpha plus 3 beta. Be careful. People in general, they are doing mistakes. They can write this as 4 alpha minus 3 beta. That is the major mistake in general students will do in examination. Now, cis of 4 alpha plus 3 beta is cos 4 alpha plus 3 beta plus I sin 4 alpha plus 3 beta. This is what? Plus cos 4 alpha plus 3 beta minus I sin 4 alpha plus 3 beta. These two gets cancelled. You can get answer as 2 cos of 4 alpha plus 3 beta. That is my answer. Similarly, the second question. xy. xy means cis alpha plus beta. Plus 1 by xy. 1 by cis alpha plus beta. That is what? This is cos alpha plus beta plus I sin alpha plus beta. What is 1 by cis alpha plus beta? That is cos alpha plus beta minus I sin alpha plus beta. Please don't get any confusion. These two gets cancelled. You can get answer as what? 2 cos of alpha plus beta. So my answer is 2 cos of alpha plus beta. This is the way to solve the problem. Okay, my friends? Now, these models are very, very important, and they are very, very important for board examinations also, and moreover for all competitive examinations also. Here, what is the question? Read the statement proper. Find the value of the following. So, all the powers are integers. So, whatever it may be, instead of cubing or instead of squaring, that is the regular procedure. The advantage with the complex numbers that we are now practicing. So, for first question, what I am doing is, now, first you write this in modulus amplitude form. What is modulus root of a square plus b square? That is 2 cos of pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. This is modulus amplitude form because amplitude is tan inverse root 3, that is pi by 3. If you have a doubt, you please simplify this. Cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2 plus I sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. After simplification, you get the same. So, this I can write it as 1 plus I root 3 whole cube is 2 cube into cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3 whole cube by De Moivre's theorem. That is the beauty of the De Moivre's theorem. Now you multiply that 3 with 2 angle. That is cos pi plus I sin pi. Sin pi is 0. Cos pi is minus 1. 2 cube is 8. 8 into minus 1. So, minus 8. That's all. That is the advantage with the De Moivre's theorem. Not that though you are good at a plus b whole cube. If you are applying it, since it is simple problem, there is no problem. Otherwise, sometimes depends upon the higher powers, you may get problem. So better use write the modulus amplitude form and apply the d noise there. Now second question. What is my second question? 1 minus psi whole power 8. So what is 1 minus psi? This I can write it as modulus amplitude form, root 2 into. This is cos, come on, cos. This is what? Tan inverse minus 1. Okay. So x positive, y negative. X positive, y negative means it is in fourth quadrant. So this is 2 pi minus pi by 4. 2 pi minus pi by 4 means, or 2 pi minus pi by 4, or minus of pi by 4. So this I can write it as cos pi by 4 minus I sin pi by 4. Clear? Cos pi by 4 minus I sin pi by 4. If you simplify this, you can get the same answer. Minus cos of this is what polar form. So 1 minus I whole power 8 is equal to root 2 whole power 8. Root 2 whole power 8 means 2 power 4. This is cos pi by 4 minus I sin pi by 4 whole power 8. You multiply by d is there. 2 power 4 is 16. This is again cos pi minus I sin pi. Sin pi is 0, cos pi is minus 1. So this is what? Minus 16 I can get it. Okay. But a small mistake has been committed by me. This I can write it as cos of, this is what? Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. This is 1 by root 2. 1 minus, right? I am perfectly right. So sorry. This is pi by 2. But if I, 2 pi. Oh shit. 2 pi. Not pi by 4. If I have multiplied with, this is 2 pi. So this is plus 1. So cos 2 pi is 1 man. So this is 16. Correct. Perfectly right. On the same line, how to get a third problem? 1 plus I whole power 16. So here, 1 plus I can write it as modulus amplitude form is what? That is root 2 into. So 1 plus I whole power 16. This I can write it as root 2 whole power 16 cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4 whole power 16. Root 2 whole power 8 means 2 power 8 into, this is cos 4 pi plus I sin 4 pi. Sin 4 pi is 0, cos 4 pi is 1, 2 power 8 is 256. I got this. So, this kind of questions we may expect in competitive examinations also. Now, coming to this one. Actually, to solve this type of problems, it requires a lot of patience. Moreover, a solid grip on trigonometric values. If you are converting them in cos theta, cos 90 minus theta, sin 90 minus theta, something like that, then only these problems are very easy and simple for you. Otherwise, it takes time also. Let us see. Now, coming to the fourth question. Root 3 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 whole power 5 minus root 3 by 2 minus I root I by 2 whole power 5. First, you write what is root 3 by 2 plus I by 2. Modulus amplitude form. Root of a square plus b square, that is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that is 4 by 4, that is 1. Cos of, that is 1 by root 3. Tan inverse 1 by root 3 means pi by 6. Cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. I want whole power 5. So whole power 5. So this is cos 5 pi by 6 plus I sin 5 pi by 6. So similarly, root 3 by 2 minus I by 2 whole power 5 equal to cos 5 pi by 6 minus I sin 5 pi by 6. By adding these two, root 3 by 2 plus I by 2 whole power 5 plus root 3 by 2 minus I by 2 whole power 5 equal to 2 cos 5 pi by 6. Clear? 2 cos 5 pi by 6. And of course, my friends, no, this is not minus, this is subtraction. So 2y sin 5 pi by 6. So that is 2y sin 5 pi by 6 is 2y into 1 by 2. That I can get it as what? I only. So be careful while writing the given complex number in polar form. Now coming to the fourth and fifth and sixth problems. For fifth and sixth problems are a little bit lengthy one. Even then, here I am giving a small hint also for you. Let us see the fourth problem, fifth problem. Minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 whole power 334. This I can write it as minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2. This is nothing but modulus is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, that is 1. Cos, this is x negative, y positive. X negative, y positive means second quadrant. Pi minus. Pi minus what? This is root 3. Pi minus pi by 3. That is pi minus pi minus pi by 3. That is 2 pi by 3. Plus I sine 2 pi by 3. This you have to write. But whole power 334 means what? Whole power 334 means you need to multiply with 334. That is cos 2 into 334. That is 668 pi by 3 plus I sine 668 pi by 3. This is the step I have written directly. And moreover, that 66 cos of 668 pi by 3, that I can write it as 445 into pi by 2 plus pi by 6 plus I sin 445 pi by 2 plus pi by 6. Since this is 445 is 445 pi by 2, therefore it is what? After simplification, this becomes sin pi by 6. That is minus sin pi by 6. That is minus 1 by 2, because this is all trigonometry. This is also trigonometry. You apply the trigonometric sin n theta plus sin n pi by 2 plus theta. Sin n pi by cos n pi by 2 plus theta, and this you will get as sin minus sin pi by 6 plus I cos pi by 6. So minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2. On the same lines, this is what? See here, powers are not same. This is 334 and this is what? 365. That is the major important point. So on the similar way, if you write the same thing and if you multiply it with the 335, then after simplification like above, you will get minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. Then how to simplify? 4 plus 5 into minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 plus 3 into minus 1 by 2 plus minus I root 3 by 2. So this is what? 4 minus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2, and this is what? Plus 5I root 3 by 2, and this is what? Minus 3 root 3 by 2. So this is 5 minus 3, that is minus 8. Minus 8 by 2 is 4. 4 gets cancelled. This is what? 2I root 3 by 2. After simplification, this becomes I root 3. This is my answer. Clear? And coming to the, so here my question is, what I'm going to suggest for you is that please get a familiarity of conversion of these things, because in a compound angles, in a trigonometric compound angles, we have practiced this kind of problems. So if you thoroughly mastered those problems, solving this kind of problem, then it won't take much time. Otherwise, these are for this kind of problem, they are taking time and you will lose sometimes marks also. Okay, and here the important point is, don't get confusion. Here it is 334 and it is what? 365. Okay, my friends. Now coming to the same thing and about for sixth problem. Coming to the sixth problem, here I am giving some hint for you. Here actually it is not in the form of cos theta plus I sec theta. Some what is called transformation is required. So first 1 plus cos theta. This I can write it as 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 cos square theta by 2 means 23 pi by 8 plus 2i sin 23 pi by 8. 2i sin 23 pi by 8 into cos 23 pi by 8 whole power 4. Now you take 2 cos 23 pi by 8 whole power 4 common. So it is cos 23 pi by 8 plus I sin 23 pi by 8 whole power 4. Apply De Moivre's theorem. You multiply with 4. So this is 2 power 4 into cos 23 pi by 8 into this is cos 23 pi by 2 plus I sin 23 pi by 2 because I have multiplied with 4. 4 by 8 is what? Pi by 2, 1 by 2. Now the question is, what is about cos 23 pi by 2? Here I am giving this answer. That cos 23 pi by 8 I can write it as what? Cos 6 pi by 2 minus pi by 8. That is minus cos pi by 8. That is minus of root 2 plus 1 by 2. So you just substitute this value. Okay, you just substitute this value and simplify this, you will get the answer. Okay, my friends, don't get any tension, and it is very simple also. Okay, only thing is it requires some whole power 4. That means minus of root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2 whole square. Again, that means root will vanish. After that, again you have to squaring on both sides, you will get the answer. So this is the only crucial step in this problem. It requires the simplification. And moreover, how to find cos 23 pi by 8? This I have given a small hint for you. Use this hint and solve. Otherwise, it takes problem for you. Okay, my friend, please put everything on paper. Hope it's clear for you. Okay. Otherwise, you please ask the solution to your corresponding instructor. They will guide you. But this information is sufficient to solve this problem. Okay. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon, and we will meet.